Everybody's quiet out. So, hello. How's everybody doing? This is
What happened?
It's Miss Scarlet, ma'am. She's dead.
What?
See, ma'am? I just found her here, like this. That must be the murder weapon.
Go call the police. Say no more. We're on the case.
What do you think it is?
Well, Miss Scarlet was allergic to potassium iodide, so it either could be that or rat poison, lead 2 nitrate. Suspect number 1, Professor Plum, looks like a crazy chemistry teacher. So, Professor Plum, you weren't particularly fond of Miss Scarlet, were you?
Of course not. She was always late to my class, and she broke everything in my laboratory.
Okay. Well, we found this in your prep room. Care to explain?
What, my lead nitrate has a molarity of 0.2 to 0.3. What's the big deal?
Suspect number 2, Mrs. White. She seems to have a severe case of asthma. Mrs. White, Mrs. White, do you need a moment?
No, I'm fine. Ask away.
As I was saying, Mrs. White, there seems to be a significant amount of evidence stacked against you. Is it true that you've been rooming with Miss Scarlet's ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
And is it true that you are currently taking potassium iodide solution for your asthma?
Yeah. But I didn't do anything.
We'll see about that.
Suspect number 3, this is Mr. Green. Looks like a very sketchy photographer. Mr. Green. Mr. Green.
Dude, you're killing my vibe.
Okay, sir. Let's get these questions out the way so you can get back to your vibe. So, how did you know Miss Scarlet?
We're just friends. Nothing special, man.
So why were you caught blackmailing her?
What? I wasn't.
There were pictures of you and Miss Scarlet hidden in her bedroom, and we also found solutions of lead 2 nitrate in your dark room.
What?
Care to explain?
What dark room? Dude, I'm just living.
Okay.
The 4th suspect is Mrs. Peacock, the late Miss Scarlet's lab partner. Miss Peacock,
Oh,
how did you know Miss Scarlet?
Scarlet and I were lab partners. Pretty good friends, I guess.
Really? Professor Plum seems to think that you were angry at her for consistently being unprepared for your labs.
Well, can you blame me? She calls in sick a few days before the lab is due and left me to do all the work.
What were you doing the night she was murdered?
I was tending to my horse with bronchitis. Gave it some medicine that the vet gave me.
What type of medicine?
Something like potassium iodide or whatever it's called.
Interesting.
Last up is Colonel Mustard, an interim assistant principal at Scarlet's University. So, Colonel Mustard, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I like to watch TV, read books, and make explosives.
Can you say that again, sir?
Read books?
No, the last part.
Oh, I like to make explosives.
I still can't hear you.
I like to make explosives, okay? Everybody's got their thing.
How did you and Miss Scarlet get along?
Pretty well, I think.
Are you sure about that? I mean, weren't you the one responsible for closing down this campus after she...
Okay, I hated her, all right? It was her and her stupid
Ow!
left-wing politics.
My toe!
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. One last question for you. How do you make these supposed explosives?
Well, typically with metal wires, lead nitrate.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go ice my toe.
We know that lead nitrate and potassium iodide combine to form a bright yellow precipitate.
So we're gonna react our murder weapon with potassium iodide and see what happens. Oh my
Would you
God.
look at that? I guess our murder weapon must be lead nitrate. So I guess that means we can cross off Mrs. White and Mrs. Peacock.
And that still leaves Colonel Mustard, Mr. Green, and Professor Plum. So, after doing stoichiometry to find the molarity, we found out that our murderer was Mr. Green. Mr. Green! Mr. Green! We know it's you. You killed Miss Scarlet.
What? Dude, you may be able to take my vibe, but you'll never take me. My vibe!
Ugh. Come on, Mr. Green. You're under arrest.
No!
Case closed.